Hello everybody. Yes, last night we witnessed yet another dominant knockout by Deontay Wilder, but that's not what I really wanted to say. Uh, I wanted to say something about his comments that he made before the fight. Yeah. Well, simply put, those comments were not worthy of a champion, and it's just another troubling sign that, behavior by some boxers and especially champions is not like what it used to be uh, before in the 80s and the 90s, and So, Wilder has now been in a professional fighter for 10 years, and he's been a champion for about 5 or 6 years or something. And when you are in the game that long, you are supposed to know how to behave, and what to say and what not to say. And he just really kind of he showed again that he gives a damn about all these rules and etiquette, and it's not good, simply for a really high profile fighter like he is, and that draws in a lot of, a big crowd usually for his fights, and earns some big money. It's the same. It was the same with Floyd Mayweather Jr. He really kind of gave a damn about behaving nice, behaving properly. He was constantly down on his opponents, and of course he had a history of domestic violence. And even though Wilder does not, at least to our knowledge, have any of that, he simply, there is something wrong with the guy. I mean, simply because the way he poses, the way he makes faces and yells before, I mean, there's just something wrong with him. If someone can say that they want to have a body on their record and basically kill somebody, I mean, even if you don't mean it really, I mean, once you have made a statement to the press, it's, it doesn't matter if you really meant it or not. It's out there, and it's, there is gonna be certain damage, of course, to your reputation. I can only hope that he will learn from this, and but my hopes are not too high, because he has displayed similar behavior before, of course, and yeah. I mean, of course, I hope, of course, that he will get someday have enough courage to face Anthony Joshua. That fight should really happen, but it's not very certain that it will. But the comments that he made after knocking out Brazil, it was like he was trying to make up for what he said before the fight, and that was nice. But it's not really going to erase any of the bad feeling or the bad taste in the mouth of many that he left with those comments about wanting to kill Brazil. Of course. And as I said, it is just a rather common problem in the game today, and you have guys who you see incidents all the time now. You know, you had the incident in the first Andre Dirrell Uzcategui fight when the uncle and the trainer of Dirrell punched Uzcategui, you know, for low blowing Dirrell, even though Dirrell actually won because he won by disqualification. So you know that was really a nasty sight, and there were several other incidents, of course, at the weigh-ins and pre-fight conferences. Of course, Fury Wilder, that was really nasty because both guys behaved in a childish manner and, you know, threw childish tantrums all the time. And but it's just that I think the problem is that too often these guys who make so much trouble are not punished enough, or they are not punished at all, because at least take a part of their purse away, at least, if not ban them or anything. If you're not going to suspend them for like 12 months, I think that they should at least have their purses, you know, a part of their purses taken away. And yeah, you know, because we don't need more of this. That definitely in boxing, it is just giving boxing a dirty and ugly reputation, of course, and we don't want to be like UFC, or you know, we really don't need that in boxing. Simple as that. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Wilder is just he's got a serious attitude problem. Yes, definitely. So I hope if and when he gets beaten, I mean, he was already beaten by Fury, but he got away with it, and now he's like, oh no, I'm still undefeated. Oh no, you are not. You know, you just got exposed by Fury badly. I mean, people are already. I've seen people talking about how much he's improved. It's just one punch knockout. What does it really prove? Nothing. I mean, the guy still got very little real boxing ability. All he knows now, perhaps he's a little bit better at setting up a knockout. That's all. So, the moment I believe he faces someone that is really, I mean, that can box and punch like Joshua, or even some of the younger guys that like Daniel Dubois, and some new guys like Joe Joyce, for instance, and yeah, I think he will struggle. He will struggle, and most likely he will lose to them. To Joshua, I'm almost certain that he will lose. Yeah. So unless Joshua, you know, happens to decline seriously until that fight, that he wins for sure, and by knockout also. Well, so that was all I wanted to say for now. So see you around, and oh yeah, before I go, just a second, just want to show you something. Yeah, this is a glove that was signed by, you see, John Murray, Kevin Mitchell and John Murray. Sorry. Thanks to my friend Brandon O'Connor, and bye bye for now.